Are unproductive members of a family disposable? Put that way, the answer is obvious. No way. Although there have indeed been cultures that do exactly that, get rid of the aged among them. But it's not to be that way for God's people. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional for Saturday, July 30th, 2022. Read one way, the fifth commandment seems to be directed at young children. Honor your father and mother, kid. Don't be bratty. Do as you're told. Mind your parents. But if this commandment is written primarily to children, it would be an aberration among the Ten Commandments, wouldn't it? So what if we read it as we read the rest of the commandments, written for the whole community, particularly for the adults in the community? Read this way, it takes on a whole new meaning. This commandment is one of two, along with the commandment to keep Sabbath, that is stated as something to do, rather than something to refrain from doing. Its very simplicity hides riches for anyone who bothers to seek. Honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. The Hebrew word translated as honor here is based on the same root word and the same underlying idea as the word that is translated as weight, as in how heavy something is, how much something weighs. The implication is obvious. We are to treat our parents with extra seriousness, to weigh their counsel, to give them due consideration for their position, not only in the family, but in the community. In short, this is about paying special respect and attention to our elders. Now, it's one thing to give parents special respect and attention when they are at the height of their powers, but I think what this commandment prompts us to do is to treat our elders with respect and care long after they are at the height of their powers, long past the time even when they are able to put in their fair share of the work for the family and the community. It's about caring for them when they have become weak, infirm, forgetful, irritable. In his commentary on the Ten Commandments, Old Testament scholar Walter Harrelson lumped this commandment in with the Sabbath commandment because both pay special attention to the weak and the powerless. The command to keep Sabbath specifically applied not only to the community of believers, the members of the house of Israel, but also to slaves, to the resident aliens living among the Israelites, and even the animals who do the hard work of plowing fields and turning millstones. They get a day of rest too. So, with the fifth commandment, Harrelson believes, the focus is on older adults who have ceased to be economically productive and who have even become burdens on the rest of the family and community. This commandment speaks to the fundamental understanding of human life, that our value is not defined by our economic productivity, but in the fact that we bear the divine image. As the first creation story put it, so God created humankind in his image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female, he created them. Just because our elders have become weak and economically useless and have to be supported by the labor of others, does not mean that they cease to have value. They continue to have a claim on us and upon the fruits of the family's and the community's labor. As I suggested at the beginning, there are cultures that don't value elders who have become unproductive. And indeed, you hear hints of it from time to time, even in our own culture. For when we define our worth by what we produce, we are a very brief step away from devaluing our elders who can produce nothing. In a world with a fetish for the young, the strong, the productive, Christian communities often stand as a countercultural witness to the inherent dignity of the weakest in our midst, including our parents. When we return Monday, we begin to tackle a series of very brief commandments. But for now, may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.